Hi, Elena and Miss Brooklyn with YouTube Pilates. We're going to do a stretch video today. So find a mat, get a comfortable space, and we're going to get started. So you're going to get started sitting on your bum with your legs out in front of you and your arms back behind you for support. Bring your legs out with a bent knee, and they can be as wide or as close as you'd like them to be. We'll change it up. You're going to sway your knees to one side, let your body follow it a little, and then go to the other. Good. Continue as you move here. And then slowly kind of move your feet where it's a little bit wider angle. Those feet are a little open, more open. Letting your body go. Bring those feet out a little bit more wider. Sway and let those hips lift when you go to that side. Let's look. Get our heart to open up a little bit more. Really feel those thigh bones move and sway and scour inside that joint. Keep it into our shoulders, the more it trickles up our body. One more time. On each side. And you're going to hold a side, doesn't matter what side you're on. So you're going to bring your legs where they're a little closer together. I'm going to call this a ZZ position. Your legs look like a Z. Your hands are on either side of the front knee. You're going to lift your chest and then you're going to fold down over your knee. Round your spine and come up. Again, lift your eyes, arch your back, fold down, round your spine, come up. Continue. Round, lift, and round, and lift, and round. Lower yourself down and stay. Bring your elbows down. Excuse me. Excuse me. You're going to bring your arms down and sway side to side. Side to side. And then really get a lot of different ranges of motion here. Get a little lower. You can go a little higher on this sway. And then you're going to hold it, we'll say, over that knee. And you're going to do the same thing you were doing. Lift your eyes and your chest lower down, around the spine. Come up a little bit more dramatic. Now change angles over that knee. So you're never lowering down in the same position. You change it up a little bit. Sometimes you're to the left of the knee. Sometimes you're to the right of the knee. Let your body show you where you need to go. One more. Like a little inchworm. Lower yourself down. Bring your elbows down and just sway side to side. A little bit more dramatic. If it's hard to have your elbows down, you can have those palms down. Try to get more ranges of motion. So really go to one side as much as you can. Really walk your hands over to the other side. Walking them over one way. Walking over. Walking. And walking. Again. Feel how that trickles, grabs onto different fascial webs. Our body is grouped together by function. And then how we move, depending on the movement, that line, that muscle that's grouped together can grab onto another line and stretch down a different area, as you can start to feel as you move. So we're going to go to the back towards our back foot that we can see. Stay there, both hands are on the ground. Lower yourself down low, and then rotate towards that foot, and then unwind a little. You rotate towards that foot, and then unwind. Rotate, feel how that trickles in the hips, back, tummy. Exhale, twist, like you're wringing out your waist. Inhale, wringing out the whole upper torso. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Unwind, and then twist, stay. Can you drop the back elbow down? Reach the top arm up to the ceiling, towards the back, up and over the head, and then down towards the ground like you're swimming. You reach up to the ceiling, back up and over the head, and then down. So a big swim stroke, let your torso go with it. Exhaling, inhale as you open up to get a lot of space in the rib cage. Exhale, twist into it a little more. Inhale, reach Trying to reach in little different angles. Every pass and reach. And then both hands down, flat on the ground. Do that twist that we were doing right before this. Twist, look at the foot, unwind. Twist, look at the foot, unwind. Getting deeper this time. Twist, look at the foot, unwind. Twist, look at the foot, unwind. You're going to bring that top arm up and over your head, reach, and then pull down and around. Reach up, reach, big swim stroke, get deep. And again, reach. Last pass, and reach. Stay in this reach, really reach towards that wall that your hand's pointed at. Continue on that reach. My phone got a little crazy. I'll get there. Sorry if it's loud in your ear. And then come out of this. Walk your hands all the way forward. And then you're going to come how we started, where you have your hands back behind you, your knees are bent in front of you, you're swaying your knees one way, sway your knees the other. Notice the side difference. Sway, and the other. I'm sure you feel it. Don't judge your side difference, especially when you know one side's tighter than the other. There's always going to be that little imbalance in life, and we're here to change it. It's why we're alive. Go to the, let's do a couple more of these. Really get into it. Open your chest a little bit more. Let it trickle up the body. See if you can keep your chest open, arms open, shoulders. Hold it the opposite side. So those knees are bent the other way in that ZZ position, as I like to call it. Your hands are on the front of each side of the front knee. They're on each side of the front knee. Lift your eyes, lift your heart, lower yourself down over that knee, round your spine, come up. Like a little inchworm. As you do this, try to get a little bit more dramatic each pass. And like I said, not judging your side difference. Lift that heart as you lower yourself down over that thigh, round your spine as you come up. Lift your heart, lower yourself down over that thigh, round your spine, come up. Always changing that directional pattern a bit so we can grab onto different lines, different webs. Think our body is shaped like that. And a cylinder of a thigh, grab onto that whole aspect. I'm talking a lot. I'll stop. We're going to stay down. See if you can drop down to those forearms. You're just going to say sway side to side, staying down. So if you needed to stay on those hands, you're more than welcome. Swaying that chest side to side. See if you can get a little bit more dramatic. A little bit bigger. A little bigger. Good. Go with both hands over that knee again, or on either side of the knee. You're going to round your spine up, lift your eyes, lift your heart, and lower yourself down. Round your spine, drop your head, and round up. Change directions over the knee. Sometimes you're to the left of the knee. Sometimes you're to the right of the knee. 2 more. Enjoy it. Last pass. You're going to lower yourself down. Forearms are down. You sway side to side. If you wanted to stay on those palms, you can. Sometimes I like to just walk with my palms around so I can get big ranges of motion. Do what you need to do. Swaying and swaying. Swaying and swaying. On this next pass, you're going to hold it on the back, so walk as far back as you can. And you're going to drop that elbow down. No, both hands are going to go down. You're going to twist towards the back foot and then unwind. Keeping those hands where they are, you just do a rotation. You're twisting to that back foot, and then inhale, unwind out of that. Exhale, twist, inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist, inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist, inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Hold it here. The forearm goes down, the back forearm towards that back hand, or back foot, excuse me. The top hand reaches to the ceiling. It reaches up and over the head. You pull down towards the ground like you're doing a big swim stroke. Reach your arm up to the ceiling, towards up and over your head, and then pull down like you're swimming through mud. Good girl. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale as you pull around. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, around. Inhale, reach up and over. Then pull down. Both hands go back down to the ground. We do that ring out again. Twist towards the back foot. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Really do that push-pull with your hands so you can use the ground, this beautiful earth of ours, to assist in a little bit deeper stretch. Last pass. One more set of swim strokes. Drop that back forearm down. The top arm reaches up and over our head, pulls down towards the ground, and it does a big swim stroke. It reaches up. Let your chest get into it, and then pull down. Feel the fibers of your body catch deeper, like you're an onion, opening up deeper layers every pass. Last one. Reach up and over, and pull down. Good. Come out of this. Ooh, we're coming back to how we started. We're going to have our hands back behind us. Our knees are going to be bent back in front. You're going to sway your knees to one direction and sway your knees to the other. Do a little assessment. And the more we get into this, a little deeper we can get into our hips. Good. Feel that upper hip or the top hip to that side you're going. Really lift. Let it go up into that same chest, up into that neck and the vision. Twist and lift with that. You can be dramatic as you want. One more pass. Good. We're going to come to our knees. And if it's too much for your knees, you're more than welcome to do another little pad, like fold up your mat. So it's a double pad. So it's better for your soul. You do that 2 to 3 to 4, however many times your mat can do it. Or you can put a blanket underneath there. So you're on your knees. One knee is going to come out in front of you, or one leg's going to come out in front of you. And you're going to try to have both hands on that thigh. Try not to push down too much. So when you're here, my foot's going to be a little bit more past my knee because I'm going to lean forward. And I'm trying not to get my knee too much in front of that ankle. And I want to sway my hips side to side. If you need a broom, if you need to hang onto your couch, a chair, feel free to grab something to help you with this. So swaying side to side, kind of think that dramatic movement or dynamic movement where you're picking up more fibers and just assessing your own body of where it feels stuck. You know, you've had a conversation with your body your whole life. Find those points. It's all about that awareness. So stay. The same arm as the leg that's back reaches up towards the ceiling. You lean into the stretch and then you sway side to side. And then let your heart lift like you're getting a little bit deeper in this. And every little sway, you get into a little deeper mini back extension. Mini. Let those eyes be lifted. Calmly swaying, slow and controlled. Now hold it. That arm reaches to the opposite side. So that arm that's up, it reaches to the opposite side. It's arcing over. And then you do the side to side sway with your hips again. Letting that trickle up into the arm, rib cage. Taking those deeper breaths. That relaxation happens on your exhale. So taking your inhale for space and let that exhale go. Telling your body it's okay, it's safe to open up. Good, and you're going to come out of this. Come all the way. You're on both knees, you're going to go to your other side. So that foot's a little bit past that knee. Your hands are on that thigh. If you need to have support, do it. Lean into it. Make sure that knee's not going more past that ankle. Sway your hips side to side. I'm excited to teach you this. I'm talking fast. It's a telltale. I'm like, take the information. I'm ready to give it to you. Calm down, Elena. So as you do this, sway side to side and assess. Pick up those fibers that are calling your name. They're like, hey, you. Do you even know me? And you're like, I do. I just try not to go there because it's tight. And it's like, I know. Really try to pick it up. So the same arm as that leg that is back, it reaches up to the ceiling. Lift your heart as a little baby back extension. Eyes lift, same sway. Nice and slow. And notice if you're swaying fast, it's, I'm gonna say, easy to tune our nervous system. So don't judge yourself if you're going fast, but then say, oh, let's calm this nervous system down. Maybe that one little section is like, calm it down. Tell it it's okay, it's safe. And we need to work on that calm nervous system for the most part. Lift your eyes a little more. Still swaying in our pelvis, just slowly, small range of motion. Now that arm that's lifted, you reach the opposite side. It's a little arch. And then from here, same thing, let those hips go forward. And you're gonna sway side to side with your hips. Side to side. Finding that reach, keep your heart nice and open. Keep those eyes lifted. Very good. Both hands on your knee. Let's come out of this. Ooh, we're going to lay down on our sides all the way, and our knees are going to be stacked on top of each other. Laying on our side, knees are going to be stacked. If you need a pillow, you're more than welcome. I would like to welcome you to get a side stretch of your neck if that's possible. So your arms are going to reach in front of you. I call this alligator arms. Those palms are touching each other. The top arm traces the bottom arm. It traces the chest, and then it reaches out, think T-arm. And then it comes back, it reverses. It bends back in, traces the chest, trace the other arm, alligator arms. Give me a couple of these passes. And then every pass, I want you to get a little bit more dramatic with where you can reach out with those arms. Maybe can you reach that hand out further? Let it trickle up into the back. Let your vision trace this. Our body likes to go where our eyes go. Knowing that, putting that into your practice, all the things you do. Last pass. And you're going to stay in that T-arm. And that same arm that's been moving, it's going to reach it up and over your head like a rainbow. And it's going to meet the other hand. And it's going to go to the other side. Reverse it. Up and over. T-arm. Up and over. Good. And then keep reaching, trying to make a bigger rainbow. Let that chest, that torso get involved. A little bit more. Last pass. Let's go to the T-arm. I like that T-arm. Let's stay there. That same arm, I want that elbow to reach down to the hip, and that arm reaches up to the diagonal, up and over her head. That elbow bends in towards her hip, and it reaches up and over her head, bends in towards her elbow or hip, and then reaches up and over her head. Good. Come back, alligator hands, and then you go to the other side. So help yourself up. You can roll over to the other side, whatever makes your soul happy there. You're going to be on your side. Those feet are stacked, or legs are stacked. Your arms are stacked. If you need a pillow, pillow yourself. If not, I welcome that stretch. Stretch your neck. The top arm moves. It traces the bottom arm. It traces the chest, and it finds a T-arm. It bends, and it traces the chest, traces the arm. Continue as you move here, getting into bigger ranges of motion. Can you reach past that arm more? Could you have more of a reach in your T-arm? We come out of the womb and we stretch. It is a very subconscious thing that we do. Our body knows exactly where to open us up sometimes, but trusting that. And getting out of your head, trusting where your body goes. Now hold this, think that rainbow, that top arm reaches up and over the head, finds that T-arm, and it reaches up and over the head. Continue. Keep making this rainbow a little bigger. Each pass. And bigger. Let your neck, let your eyes go with it. And last one. Let's finish it all the way through. And then T-arm. Keep it. That elbow reaches down, bends to the hip, and that arm reaches out to the upper diagonal, up and over the head. And then you bend that elbow into the hip, and then reach up and out. Keep doing that. See if you can open up more of that rib cage. Open up more of that tummy. When you reach that arm, let it trickle up into that chest. 2 more. Exhaling. 1 more. And let's inhale as you reach the arm this time. Good. Reach that hand to the other hand, alligator hands. Here, come up, sit up. If you need to, I'm going to sit crisscross applesauce. You can move your legs if you need to sit on a pillow, so it's easier for you to get in this position. Do what you need to. I want your hands to stack on top of each other. They're going to go to your chest, and then you're going to put a little pressure down on your chest. I want your bottom teeth to go over your top teeth if possible, and then you're going to look up barely. When you find that first initial stretch, draw a rainbow here, real small. Remember the words first initial stretch. Really get there. Try not to go past that. You can, but I don't want you to. 1 ear to 1 shoulder, eyes down to the ground, head down. Release that pressure on your hands, come up. Do it again. Put the pressure on your chest barely. Your bottom teeth go over your top teeth. Look up, the first initial stretch. Little rainbow. Opposite ear to opposite shoulder, what we did last time. Opposite of that, eyes down, head up. Take the pressure off your hands, come up. Good, I want you to drop 1 ear to your shoulder. The hand, or that same arm as that head drops to, it goes on that head. Don't pull that head down. I just want the weight of your arm to do it. Take a breath in, and a slow exhale. We do it again. Inhale in, and a slow exhale. Remember, we're not pulling on our head. The weight of our arm's doing it for us. Keep your arm here. Drop your head down towards the ground. Take your arm off. Head up. Head goes to the opposite side. That arm, as that side you went to, goes on your head. We don't pull it down. No pinching, no pain here. Take a big breath in. And I want it to be a slow exhale. Big breath in. And a slow exhale. Drop your eyes down on the ground. Head rotates down. Take your hand off. I want you to look forward. Take a big breath in. Smile. Tell yourself you love yourself. Tell your heart thank you. Tell your lungs thank you. Tell all your organs thank you for all the things that they do. Those knees, tell them thank you. Those feet that work so hard, tell them thank you. Our ears, our eyes, our hair. Life's perfect. Let's enjoy this vessel, because that's the truth. Enjoy this. Kick butt today. Thanks for joining.